Hello friends and welcome to TurtleQueenGaming and back to Cinders. We just ended the last of our 2 days of freedom. I'm awful late getting back, so I don't know how Gloria will take that. Let's see. Back to the same old. This feels almost like coming back to prison and out of my own will. After 2 such wonderful days of freedom, it's depressing to know I need to go back to my ordinary life. There, out in the real world, I can meet amazing people, have actual friends. Here, I'm trapped between Carmosa's plots and her poor daughter's bitterness. Sometimes I wonder, what if I were to vanish into the woods? Would anyone notice? Or care? Maybe that's the answer? Getting lost in the wilderness, befriending an uncivilized but noble tribe of rather short miners, becoming their princess. I see what they did there. And spending the rest of my days being adored, praised, and... Oh, get a grip on yourself, Cinders. Carmosa, along with that crazy hairdo and strict rules of hers, is due to come back home tomorrow. If I'm to have any chance to change my life, I really should think of something, and soon. My feet are begging for mercy. I must have walked 12 miles today. Those are really good shoes. I saw them in the market, and pretty too. I sure could use new shoes like that. These old horrors are just a few steps away from falling apart, and they blister my heels and ankles. Still, it was worth the effort. The good captain, bless his honorable heart, seemed genuinely interested in my humble person. And he seems to like an interesting gentleman, too. Looks really dashing in all those belts, I think. Pelts are all the rage in fashion now, apparently. Besides, I always fancied scars and brooding disposition in a man. Chicks dig scars. Meanwhile, in the palace... Oh, it was... Terrible pause there. You have summoned me, my prince. That I did. You came back a bit late tonight. Was there any trouble on your route? Not at all, my prince. Something has caught my attention. You must be wondering why I wanted to see you at this hour. Surely you have guessed it must be about something important. I will have to ask that you make an important decision, and I will not be expecting you to give me your answer right away. My lord? Let me explain, Perrault. As you know, we live in a time of transition, and my father's death changed many things. Being so close to our family, you are aware that the old king spent most of his days trying to compromise between extremes, a balance between order and freedom. With little success, despite his best wishes, all his life he remained an autocrat. That is why it has been my wish, my vision, to change the kingdom in such a way to eliminate the need for compromise between freedom and order altogether. In other words, Perrault, I want reforms, but I am sure you know this. I do, my prince. I have known you long enough to be able to learn about the qualities of your character. I want to give the people a constitution, Perrault. I don't want them to be subjects, I want them to be citizens. I see. This will not make you more popular among the nobles, sire. If that's even possible. You're not king yet, my lord, and there's some unrest amongst the nobles. You would announce your plan. I wouldn't announce your plans just yet. They make you an easy target. Yeah, because nobody's taken the throne. Yes, they do. That's exactly why I need your protection. You already have it. You know I'd give my life serving the crown. I am your sword and shield, my lord. Yes, my friend, I know that. But these are a different kind of enemies I'm going to face during my reign. I'll be giving people more freedom, but that means taking away some of the old precious order. The nobles won't stand for it. They want my head. They wouldn't dare. Of course not. That would give me reason to ask for their heads. They will not do anything openly. Do you understand what I speak of, Perrault? So, you want me to spy for you? It is the new battlefield, Captain. The theater of war of our times. And the crown needs you to be our champion. Champion? But it isn't an honorable war. It is a war of lies. It is a war of discretion and intelligence, qualities I know you possess in abundance, not to mention loyalty. Forgive me, my lord. I don't want to come across as naive. I am simply not accustomed to all the subtleties of ruling. I'm surprised. What would you require of me in this new service? See, but instead of just booting out his old captain of the guard, he wants to keep him in. He just wants him to change up his strategy a little bit. I like that. Most regimes just empty out like the old guard and bring in newbies. That's just silly, and that's exactly how you cause uprisings. You would have to spend more time at the court. That much is certain. Keep your eyes and ears open, and of course, socialize much more. Ew. You would have to trade those blades of yours for an exquisite white gold cutlery, I'm afraid. And maybe do something about this outfit. All those belts. I like the belts. I see. This isn't... You don't have to decide right away. Also, you do have a choice. I am not a tyrant after all. Should you choose to distance yourself from this lovely mess I am planning for the realm, you can leave your current service with honor and retire. Your patrolling duty is purely ceremonial nowadays, and the guards have their officers. As it is, your position at the court is a matter of empty traditionalism, nothing more. You would send me away. To where? Oh, I am certain there is some picturesque and lucrative strip of royal land left that I can make you a count of. How about Middle Hollow? Such a quaint little place. You deserve it. That simple? This is very surprising. It's strange. He's never thought about retiring before. He always thought he'd be, like, killed in battle, I'm sure. It's a strange thing to learn you are not needed. Rubbish, Peralt. The crown needs you. I need you. This is precisely why I'm asking you to make your own decision. Your position's not needed, but I need you as a person in my court. If I'm to rule this realm, I have to learn to make difficult choices, and this is my first. I'm not ordering you to become the new royal master spy. I'm giving you a choice. Not only because I know that you wouldn't make a good agent serving me against your own will, but also because you're my friend, Peralt. If that is the case, I reckon I prefer to be just a subject. It will be enough, Captain. Let us not say things we will regret later. Very well, my lord. Will this be all, my prince? Yes, Captain. Give my proposal some thought. I would have your answer within the next few days. Now go. Shouldn't he, be more worried about actually getting the throne instead of what uprisings he's going to cause? Or do you need a special invitation to get out of bed? Get up! Get up! What time is it? Dawn already? And you need to get up right this instant. Dawn is not a reason to yell at someone, and I'm not sure it's reason enough to get up so abruptly either. 2 days without supervision and you've gotten lazy already. Where would you be? Where would you be on your own, I wonder? Oh yes, do come in and spill your venom on me. Is this an actual reason to wake me up at this hour, or is this just a social call on your part? Fine, don't get out of bed and see how it works for you. What do I care? This way it'll be even more interesting. She's warning you that Carmosa's back and you need to get your ass out of bed. Okay, I'm sorry. And awake now. Would you please tell me what's going on? Carmosa's back. She wants us to gather in the hall. I'm wide awake and up now. You could have begun with that. Well, now you know. She brought a large package with her, and it looks like she means business, so hurry up. Alright. Who wants to bet? I'm betting what's in the package is fancy new ball gowns for her daughters. And none for me. She always looks like she means business. I wonder what's in the package, though. What shape was it? Did it... Oh, just stop being nosy and hurry up, or we'll both be in trouble. If you were getting dressed instead of asking so many questions, you would already be seeing it for yourself. If you didn't just stand there, yell at me, and stare, I would actually be in a position to get dressed. Fine, I'm leaving. Just hurry up. We're actually sounding more like sisters now. I'm really sorry. I got here as fast as... Wait, where's Carmosa? In her study. She said she didn't have time to wait for you forever, and you kept her waiting for quite some time. Oh no, we wouldn't want Carmosa's magnificent plans to be foiled just because of Cinders' laziness, would we? You might rethink your attitude. Mother wants to speak to you. I can't imagine how this is going to be a pleasant experience, considering. She said she wants to speak to me? Why? Well, actually, she wants to speak to each of us. You're supposed to go first. Why? She's the youngest. That doesn't even make any sense in the order of anything. Great. When I finally get to be the first at something, it's something I don't want. It's like receiving gifts. Good in principle, yet always disappointing in reality. Oh, she's been getting horrible gifts then. Why would she want to speak to each of us? And why separately? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, stop complaining, you two. And you should hurry up and go, Sophia. Unless you feel the need to make Mother angrier, of course. I'm going. I certainly don't like this. Carmosa seems keen on interrogating us and getting every detail of what happened while she was gone. You don't even know that's why. If you did what you were supposed to, you wouldn't need to be nervous right now. Just a thought. Of course, because everything is fair and honest around here, and I certainly won't get blamed for things I have no control over. I think you do enough on your own not to need any additional blame. Your constant rebelling should get the most of Carmosa's attention. And how will Carmosa have an idea about who rebelled and what rebelling actually means, huh? You are not seriously suggesting that I would tell on you, are you? I'm trying so hard to do well in here and take care of you too. I'm serious. I believe that you would tell. I do. And Sophia, she wouldn't just stab you in the back like that for no reason, would she now? Well, I certainly do feel as safe as you describe. Okay, so my sister might have an interesting idea of fun. True, but I think we did start some sort of connection, albeit weak. I did notice you two were on better terms. I must admit, I was wondering what the change was about. I'm not sure yet, but I certainly hope it's permittent. Now, I'm not some ploy to lower my awareness. I like the feeling of having a sister. Oh, I'm so glad you say that, and I'm happy that you and Sophia get along. Actually, I'm happy that she is getting along with anyone. Happy? Why? You hardly ever talk to her yourself. The fact that I don't have a good connection with her doesn't mean that I can't care. I do wish for her to be happy. I'm happy she's finally able to make friends. I had no idea you cared so much. You're full of surprises. I don't think I need to explain myself. I was just asking, but fine. Let's just wait for Sophia to come and see what she has to say. Well, it's not like we have many alternatives. I hate waiting. This shouldn't take long. Carmosa is not someone to beat around the bush. True, she's always to the point. No excuses, no diversion, no mercy. Let's just wait. So, you're back. That was fast. Aren't you happy to see me? Fine. Sorry to disappoint you girls. So what was the talk about? You'll find out soon enough. It's your turn, and I wouldn't keep Mother waiting, if I were you. Alright, I'm off. Wish me luck. You might need it, so good luck, sister. Good luck. So, how was it? Carmosa swoops down on you like a hawk and submits you to great physical torture and tests your endurance. At one point, she took this long needle and... Lovely. Thanks for that image, sis. You did get a little pale, but honestly, you'll be fine. So it wasn't that bad? Oh, don't get me wrong. It was no pleasure either, and Carmosa hatched a plan that'll make me lose a lot of sleep till it's over. This can't be good. I'm almost afraid to ask. What is it? Oh no. You need to be properly surprised when you hear it from Carmosa. That'll prove I did not utter a word. But you don't need to worry too much. Only Gloria and I get to fail her, Kermosa, and her ridiculously high expectations this time. As far as you know, or as I know, you will not be involved. See? 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 I don't get to count. That doesn't even make any sense, because I'm still related to her. Wouldn't you want to have a, like, 3 and 3 chance, instead of a 2 and 3 chance? I never thought I'd be happy to hear that someone's forgotten about me. Yeah, until you hear why. Then, let me add to your joy. I forgot about you and your little escapades when I recounted to Kermosa what happened during her absence, so you should be fine. Oops. I wonder what Gloria will tell. Aren't you worried? I'm not sure. She seemed alright when we talked, maybe a bit unsettled. I know my sister. She doesn't show emotion until Mother orders her to do it. But on the inside she was raging. I think she might spill some of that into Mother's ears. The hell with that. The past few days reminded me of what freedom felt like. It was worth whatever punishment Kermosa might throw at me. You've either lost your mind or forgotten what Mother is capable of. Nothing is worth what she'll come up with to make you regret your actions. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? That's the problem with punishing children. Like, once they're just like, throw whatever at me, I don't care, it was worth it, then you've got a problem. You're back. How was it? What do you mean? Well, was it, I don't know, unpleasant? Of course not. Why would it be? It was just a normal conversation. Normal for you, perhaps. Come on, Gloria. I can tell that it wasn't that smooth. Stop being so nosy, and start asking proper questions. Did Kermosa tell you about her plans? In fact, she did. Oh, of course she did. You've earned that special little place on her lap. Sophia, please. Shush now, Cinders. So what do you think of Mother's latest great plot? You would think she had learned not to expect the impossible of us, or anything big, really. And maybe it's time to live up to her expectations? You are a grown-up now, Sophia. It's time for you to work on managing your responsibilities. You're hopeless and stupid. Some of us are simply not built for greatness. If only you focused on doing something useful half as often as you do on sharpening that vicious tongue. You must speak plainly. I'm too stupid to understand complex sentences. So what are Kermosa's plans exactly? Oh, I'm sure she'll explain everything in a moment. Now hurry, don't keep her waiting. You know how angry she gets when someone's late. Oh yes, I feel like this is going to be quite an adventure. And I'm about to enter the beast's lair. You called me? Yes, I did. Come in and close the door. I'd like to explain you to explain something to me. I've just asked my daughters about what's happened during my absence, and to my surprise, I got 2 conflicting descriptions. Crap. Could you please explain to me how you did spend these last 2 days? I visited friends in town and did some things I planned to do. You could say I took 2 days off. So, wow, I was just straight up, bitch please, I did this. So I have heard. I am still wondering as to the nature of the liberties you took when I wasn't here to direct you. I certainly hope you didn't do anything foolish. However, one of my daughters assured me that you're much too level-headed to make a mistake like that. She did? Yes, and I also thought it was unusual of her, so I'm letting this slip. But enough about this. This isn't the topic I wanted to speak to you about. I hope she's not mad at Sophia. It has to do with my plans for our family. 2 days from now, a grand ball will be taking place at the royal palace. Any royal business is very important, of course, but this particular ball will be very important even for His Royal Highness. It means very careful preparations. What matters here is that the ball is very near and there's little time left. It means that I will be expecting our entire family, and I do mean all of us, to give our best. Damn, I'm included! I'm surprised. By which I mean complete obedience. No questions, no dramas, no nonsense. This is too important for an event to be spoiled in such a silly way. Very well, and what is my part in this plan then? Will I be going to the ball as well? Member of the family that I am. Don't be absurd. Royal affairs aren't your arena. Bitch, I'm still nobility. I see. Then what is my arena, ma'am? Why, the house, of course. If everything goes smoothly, the ball should mark the point our family is coming back into high society. I don't get to be included, but I get to come take care of the house and then still be in the lowly servant place when you get back? Yeah, no, that's not how this works, bitch. And that means one thing. Guests. We will need combined efforts to make the residence spotless, but your role will be crucial. I see. My lady, would you also like me to hide in the wardrobe or pretend I'm a statue when the guests come? Or maybe being a statue would pose too much of a competition for your charming and intelligent daughters. I understand your anger and your reasons. Now you must understand mine. I put much time and effort into creating this opportunity for my daughters. I will not let them be upstaged by anyone. I am your daughter, bitch. When you married my father, you accepted me as your daughter. That's the fucking rules. You may play all sanctimonious with me now, but either now or in 10 years, you'll understand my perspective and you'll agree with my decision. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Just because you want your blood daughters to marry doesn't mean that I don't count as your daughter. Besides, being the resourceful little creature that you are, you will without a doubt find your window of opportunity with little difficulty. If you're really that smart, you will get your chance to shine and you will take it. You like to refer to all of us as family, but only if it means I have to do something. Don't get melodramatic, girl. You sound like a bad novel. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to prepare 3 young ladies for a ball organized by the future king. But you can do 2, right? Bitch. Do you have any idea how much a decent dress costs these days? No, of course you don't. Should I mention I know about the money problem? I think I better not. I don't want to embarrass her. Right? Right. Of course, how could buying a dress for the daughter of the rightful owner of the head of household of the house be proper? Listen to me, girl, and listen good. I am the rightful owner of this household. And as unfortunate as it may be, your father, bless his soul eternal, is dead. No mother would put an orphan before her own children. I am not just some orphan. And contrary to your real children, I'm not afraid to think and speak for myself. You're truly blind if you really can't see the potential of how useful I could be, also for you. Enough of this idle chatter. Okay, so maybe mentioning the money problem would be like, okay, yeah, I understand since we're broke, bitch. We have a very important task ahead of us and little time left. Since this thinking so highly of yourself and your skills, why don't you show us your pragmatic side and start cleaning the house and helping with preparations? That's it? Do you really believe that is all I can be good at? Demons! Snap out of that constant daydreaming, girl, and start paying attention. Do you think that even if you were the lady of this house, you wouldn't need to keep it clean? Are you really selfish enough to believe that? Besides, the terrible burden of dusting and doing the dishes is minuscule in comparison to my responsibilities. Be grateful for having such a simple life. Oh, yes, very great. Shush, not a word. Get the girls together and call the servants. Wait for me in the hall. I will bring you your orders in a moment. I'm still mad at her. And while I don't want my sisters to suffer, she's gonna pay. Finally, it's so clean you could positively dine from it. I'm tired, but it's still better than washing all those dishes, or was. I hate doing dishes. Why am I floating suddenly? Oh, we were on our knees scrubbing, okay. I was like, why did I just... She's been back for a little more than an hour, and here we are, scrubbing the floors on all fours. Cleaning the windows, polishing silverware, twice, and dusting everything. And did I mention doing the dishes? You might have. I hate that. Do you know what I hate? I hate the fact that I am here, while my dear, charming, wise beyond her age wonder of a sister is upstairs, playing the little princess she will never be, and trying to get on that ridiculous dress Cremosa got for her. First of all, you never saw that dress, and second, who knows, maybe the prince will fall in love with her and you'll end up being the queen's sister. I doubt even that amount of noble blood can make a person dense enough to fall for Gloria. Although, maybe if she kept silent... You're terrible. Besides, for all we know, the prince could be denser than lead. Also, I didn't know you cared about balls and dresses. Compared to this, I think I prefer the Royal Circus. Sophia, I need to thank you for putting in a word for me when you spoke with Cremosa. I appreciate it. Don't mention it, and don't overestimate my goodwill. I find myself just as surprised by my behavior as you are. I'm sure some dark power possessed you for a brief moment. You actually did something nice for another person. Anyway, I appreciate it. What are you two babbling about this time? Wondering why the hall isn't sparkling yet? Bitch, it is sparkling. You back the fuck off. Well then, stop talking and get to work. This place has to be worthy of the Emperor. You seem very confident that people will suddenly crave visits to our house, Mother, just because they have met us at the ball? Will they be so taken by Gloria's charming sense of humor and my kind and sunny disposition? There goes my wonderful Sophia, always heavy as a storm cloud. Are you finished? Because there's work to be done. Also, frankly, dear, I had stopped paying attention to your theatrics a very long time ago. I'm sorry my acting up isn't your standards, Mother. This ball is much more important than a meeting. It is a chance for all of us to get a firm footing in the world, and heavens knows we could use some of that. I have waited for far too long and invested much too much time to let this chance slip. So stop whining and start being serious about it. Or do you want to end up with no money and just the clothes on your back, like Cinders here? Don't get your hopes up too high. What did you say? What are you whispering in my presence? Nothing, Mother. Mother, where are you? I need you to see this. What is it again? There must have been a mistake. Mother, this isn't my dress size at all. It's too long. I'm sweeping the floors with my every move, and if I ever get to dance in it, I risk serious injury or worse. Wow, personally, I think you look very pretty, Gloria. Very pretty indeed. Have your fun at my expense. You love to see me like this, don't you? Yes, and I think I'm beginning to like it too, though the floors are already swept, I'm afraid. What is this? Demons! The man is clearly an amateur. I gave that crook all the numbers and made sure he got them right several times. I'm sorry, Mother, but I really can't go wearing this. What are we going to do? No reason to lose head, Gloria. Perhaps visiting the tailor without you was a mistake after all. But we can still salvage the situation. There's still time. I'll go to the tailor tomorrow and make sure he gets it right this time. A trip to the tailor, how very entertaining. Stop whispering behind my back and try your dress on. We have to know if it fits. And you, Cinders, stop loitering and get back to cleaning. I fucking hate you right now. I fucking hate you right now. It makes me so fucking angry. Just great. So fucking angry right now. Cinders, do the cleaning while we try our new dresses on. Sure, why don't we all relax and enjoy ourselves while Cinders scrubs the floors and walls? I can't believe I'm back to this again. Those past few days have been amazing. Now I know there's more to life than this, and not only in fairy tales. I need to change something ahead of bending to Carmosa's will and going back to what's called normal around here. How can I just forget about freedom now? Because let's be honest, Carmosa wouldn't ever release me. She doesn't even consider me in her plans. I'm no one to her. What was that? Who would knock on my window at this hour? Some shady character it must be. Let's see. What the fuck, Peralt? You're knocking on my window! You can't do that! You can't do that! Hey Cinders, it's me, Peralt. And he seemed like such a composed man. Oh well, let's do something about him before Carmosa kills me. Come inside before anyone sees you. Do you want to be the reason for domestic violence by provoking Carmosa into ripping me into pieces? I wouldn't let anyone hurt you. Oh my god, he's adorable! Oh, so you provoke violence to have something to resolve. Nice way to provide yourself with work. This way you'll always be needed. Oh, this is... It's not the nice thing to say to him right now. Oh, well... Let's see. Yeah, see? Right in the feels. Anywho's, I'm gonna stop that here because it's been 30 minutes and it's time to kind of hold up. So we're gonna figure out why Peralt's visiting. Hopefully I can weasel a dress out of him and go to the ball anyway. That'll show fucking Carmosa. Bitch is pissing me off. When you married my father, you took me in as a daughter. That's the fucking rule. And if he were still there, you would be playing like I was your daughter no matter what. You wouldn't be able to be like, yeah, you're not included. So, making me angry. Anywho, we're gonna cover all that in the next episode. So until next time, peace out, y'all.